Giorgi, how are you?
What's up, Jeff? Good to see you.
Giorgi is with the CEO founder of Purlin. Purlin went through the Reach program last year, and I had the honor of working with you for a number of months and continuing to work with you through Maverix. So great to have you on this call today. Big news. You guys just launched a really big client. Who is that?
It's called the Douglas Elliman, this brand that's been around for 100 years. So pretty excited.
100 years. Douglas Elliman. Where are they based?
They're all over. They're out of New York, Miami, California, Texas, but they're all over
A
nationally.
hundred. 100-year brand. What did Purlin do for them? Do you guys launch their website or what did you what?
We built their website, which was a very exciting process and journey of taking all of our AI and technology and finding ways to put it into consumer-facing experiences at national scale. So we built it from scratch. We are powering everything from listings to AI for this website, and it's been a phenomenally good experience for them and for us and for their clients and agents.
So let's have a real conversation.
Oh, okay.
Okay. With like all five of my followers. Uh, Websites, I'm gonna make a lot of enemies with this comment. Websites to a degree are almost table stakes these days, right?
Yep.
Website, and it was a big deal 15 years ago. It's still important, but maybe just not the only important thing. What I really loved about, or love what Perlin's doing is some of well, you guys have different products, but the one I'm talking about today is your search function.
Mhm.
What do you guys call that internally?
It's called Sparks AI.
Sparks AI. So it's a search function. The old way of searching is I want to look for a three-bedroom, two-bath home with, gated or fenced yard,
Right.
is in this city, right? And it would show me that. What is so different about Sparks that has made people interested, made people like Douglas Elliman choose to use Perlin?
Yeah, so it's basically visual or lifestyle. It's a visual about style, architecture, floor plan, or lifestyle, like fishing or walking in the park, right? So you just upload or save photos that you like, take pictures, and it just finds you listings that kind of match that vibe, match what humans is in that photo. So it's very, very visual. Housing Wire did an organic coverage of this launch, and they called it Pinterest for real estate. So it's something like that, right? People are like search. Yes, I agree with you, Jeff. Actually, I want to talk about websites. Yes, websites are kind of table stakes, but if you can't have an experience that your agents can differentiate themselves with and your clients like use you, then you can't really use AI to take the client behavior and make recommendations. So it's really about creating experiences that are different, unique, and local, which
Yeah.
image is great, right? Here's a
Let's talk.
local experience.
Let's talk about that for a second. So I love that Pinterest for real estate. I didn't see that article. That's awesome. And it is all about the experience, right? Because again, I'm gonna make enemies with this. You want to talk about table stakes in a normal, typical, average transaction, finding a home online, going and looking at it, putting a contract in, all of that is kind of the same for everybody. There might be little bumps and bruises throughout, but it's the same beginning, the same end, with the same general things in the middle with some variances. The difference is the experience. And the experience starts, the very first step that sets the tone for the entire process is how do you search for a home. So you
Yeah.
can do it the same way everybody else has done it, rote rehearsal, what you expect, or you can be completely different. And so when you say that you're doing, I think you said style and style of homes and lifestyle things. Give me an example. So like if my wife and I were looking to buy a home and we were to search on the Perlin Sparks product, what how do we do that? And like give me an actual literal story of how that would work.
Yeah, I'll give you actually a little story of what I've done as a broker, and then you can translate to the agents, right? I mean, customers. So I walk into a listing presentation. I see a remodeled kitchen with a beautiful ocean view. I live in PV, so ocean view in the background,
Okay.
with island in the foreground, ocean view in the ground. I take a picture of that on my phone, and instantly I'm walking the seller through. Here's all the inventory that has a similar, like a selling point. Here's all the other properties. Great remodel job, awesome. Here's all the other properties that are selling kind of with this vibe in Palos Verdes. And here's the price points, here's the bedroom. So now we're going through room by room. I'm walking around in a new neighborhood with my spouse and I see a house that I love, like a modern home or whatever. I take a photo in back in my neighborhood where I'm looking, it finds similar homes, right? I'm
Mm.
in DC, driving down the road, I see a row house for sale. I take a photo, We look at how many windows there are on the facade. We can determine how big the property is and what else is like that on the marketplace. Like the point is the use cases of this are unlimited and they're all local. Everything I just gave you are like local unique flavors, right? And we don't know how many other use cases there are, Jeff. Like this is the ones I've done myself. This is the ones agents have told me. But the point is you take AI, you bring it local, you put it into people's hands, and magic starts happening. Stuff
I
like
love
that.
that. Yeah, we were looking for some land last year. We decided to pause on that, but we were looking for some land, and we were looking for it to be in Virginia or North Carolina, and you know, trying to find exactly what we want and say finding a needle in the hay in a haystack. It would
Right.
be so much easier. And if there's nothing there, if I take a picture of a brownstone and I look for it in a city where there are no brownstones, it'll at least tell me, don't waste your time.
That's
No
exactly right.
brownstones here, right?
Right.
So I love that experience, and I love that it's local, and I love that it's basically like for those of you that don't know what Pinterest is, I didn't I had to Google it. Pinterest is this thing where you find these interesting things that you like, and you put them on these boards, right? And it keeps track of what your favorite boards are. You can go back and look at them and share them and all that sort of stuff. So two questions. One, I'm assuming that you can share your search with other people.
Of course.
And then number two is I can search multiple things at once. So I can say I want a brownstone at this price in this city with a pool, with windows that look like this, and a garage that looks like this. And
Correct.
and if that house doesn't exist, I wonder if there's a way to set that up to where it goes to a builder in that area that can build that house.
I'm not going to disclose our product roadmap to you on
Okay.
this.
All right. We'll leave that one alone. No, that'd be great. I mean, where this is going is so exciting. Like I'm half of me is petrified of what AI is doing and is, going to do to our world. And half of me is so excited of some of the cool stuff like this that's coming out. So I know for a LinkedIn, they don't like to be longer than 10 minutes or they get weird with the file sizes. So we'll cut it here. So congratulations on Douglas Elliman. That's
Thank
a
you.
huge deal. I know you worked hard to launch them, and I know there's more in the hopper and more coming. B, really cool to learn more about the Sparks product and some of the cool search functions that you have. If you're a broker or an agent or a team and you want to learn more, you can go to purlin.com and the information's there. And then I guess C, the most important part is thank you for working with me and continuing
Thank you.
with me. One of
The
my,
privilege is mine. Thank you, Jeff.
I appreciate you. Have a great weekend, or I'm going to post this next week. So have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Talk soon. Bye.
Bye, Gary.